What is the reason why you do not have much? Why don't you have everything you want and need? Why not? In the Gospel of Luke, chapter 12, verse 48, Jesus says, "To much who is given, much is required." Very popular saying that started in the Word, and many people of the world use it in different ways now. But I want to dig a little deeper into that because the understanding of that has transformed my life, and it's continuing to transform my life in business, in my marriage, and many in relationship with my children, and just many others who I've been able to explain this to, and they've been able to apply it. I believe it's going to help you as well in your life and give you a different perspective about when you work on your business, when you develop yourself and become all God has called you to become. Now, to much who's given, much is required. That does not mean that you got to work yourself to death. Although, if you're like me, you enjoy working yourself for many and many hours, but it does not necessarily mean that. What it comes down to is stewardship. What it comes down is taking care of what you do have and stewarding it properly, because now you are able to have more. Maybe your character, stewarding that correctly, the gifts you have, stewarding that correctly, your business, being able to steward that correctly. There's many things that we have to steward, and when you're connected to the vine, you're able to have a different amount of wisdom and knowledge to be able to really see what it is that you're stewarding and being able to care for it in a better way. So when you begin to get things added on, your foundation's able to sustain and handle it. So he says, to much who is given, much is required. Now that you're making $150,000 a year, more is going to be required. You're going to have to steward that money more properly. Now that you're making, more videos, you're going to have to track who's watching, where are they from, what do they like. So more is required, and it comes down to the stewardship. Now that you're bringing on employees, you're going to have to make sure you're legally in compliance with the things that's required with that. It's not a burden. It's just now you're growing and you're developing. So you're going to have to require more. You're adding on. So it's going to require more of you being able to steward and understand that level of life that you're moving into. That's why there's no such thing as an overnight millionaire. That's why when a lot of winners, when they win, their character can't sustain that, and they lose all of it. Majority of them lose all of it because they can't handle what is required with that amount of money. They can't handle what is required with that. So you have to start to understand that if you continue to develop yourself, like with you, the talents, the parable of the talents. Okay, so what? I have one and I lost it, right? How do I learn the things that are required of someone with two talents? How do I multiply that and learn and understand? God, show me how to handle four talents. You see, it's all an attitude thing. And I can only say this confidently because I'm someone who went from sleeping in my car to having multiple rental properties that people sleep in my house. It's like people that I used to beg from, and people that were much further in life than me. Like I'll pass them up, not to compare or to compete, but just to show that what the way that God has transformed me, it works, because I understand that I'm not begging for the things. God transformed me into a person who's able to manage 7 units and multi-millions of real estate and continue to pay mortgages and continue to put renters in there. Someone who was slept outside, but now has been able to drive exotic cars and travel around the world, because I understand that it's not about the things you have, but it's about the person that you are. So you want to grow your business and move it forward, but you're not even doing what's required with what you have right now in your business. If you can just slow down, if you get to gain some clarity on where you are in this season of your life right now, and begin to work on the things that you have and steward that properly, I guarantee he's going to add more, because he is the ruler over everything. He's in control of all of it. And there's many people of the world that use his principles as well, and they crush it. But they're using biblical principles, and they can't deny that. Although they don't speak on it, it's all there in the Word. If you would sit down and read it and understand it for the practicality that it has, and if you would apply that to your life, you begin to reap all the benefits from it as well, because it's been there since forever, and people have reaped the benefits of it. So you must understand, to much who is given, much is required, and you begin to steward those things you have. If you want a greater home, I used to always tell my wife, there's a bigger house, like we must take care of the house that we currently do have. We must really steward that correctly, keep it clean, keep it organized, keep it in order, So that way God continues to multiply, because at the end of the day, we are stewarding things for him and his kingdom. So in your business, if you're failing, if things aren't moving forward, I guarantee you, if you begin to handle just the small, simple things a lot better, you're going to see your business grow. You're going to be able to handle more. You're going to be able to care for more. And you're going to be able to look at those who are succeeding and start to understand and see the trends. Wow, they're very diligent even with the smaller things. That's why they're able to continue moving to the bigger and the greater things, because they develop their character to be able to acquire more, to be able to handle more, to be able to steward more. So to who much is given, much is required. Don't forget that. Keep that in your mind as you're building your business, as you're building your life. God, develop me into a person who can handle what it is you are putting in my life, who can handle to even be in abundance and overflow and bless others, because I'm not so selfish as just going to keep it to myself. I'm not going to give, when you give me $3 million in real estate, I'm going to use it to have others, care for others who need homes as well, not only try to buy the biggest house and just suck all that money up for myself. So if you like videos like this, if you want to continue growing your business, maybe you're a real estate investor as well, want to grow your portfolio, subscribe to the channel, like the video, drop a comment about how you felt about stewardship. What do you think about stewardship, if it is something that's important or not in your life, and I'll continue to drop videos.